let me talk a little bit about redistricting. I know we're here in Senate District 51, the new Senate District 51, but we did really well in this redistricting process. In fact, this congressional district, CD2, now has a 51% Obama index and a 50% DPI, meaning that we can compete here and we can send John Klein packing. Absolutely. Now, we're working hard to find a candidate. We're working hard to find a candidate, and if any of you have any thoughts on that, let me know. But let me tell you here, when it comes to the math and how we came out on this redistricting, if you just look at the math alone, there's a lot of independent analysis that shows that we will probably stand to pick up 72 to 73 seats in the House of Representatives and 34 seats in the state Senate, giving us the majorities back in both bodies of the legislature. Now let me caution you. Let me caution you, while we did well in redistricting, we know that it's not just about math. If it were about math only, we'd win every time because there's more Democrats in this state and there's more Democrats in this country. We know what the challenge in front of us is as we head into this election year. It's to make sure that Democrats get up out of their seats, they get mobilized, they get energized, and they get out to vote. That is our challenge moving forward here. We can take back the legislature. We can reelect Senator Klobuchar and President Obama in this state, and we can beat John Klein if we get Democrats excited. That's my job. That's your job. That's everyone in this room's job, is to go out and talk to Democrats, talk to independent voters, talk to Republicans, make sure that they know what's at stake and what we're doing to help people in this state and country. Now, as I've mentioned before, and I think I mentioned it the last time I was here, there were 94,000 fewer Democrats that voted in 2010 than in 2006. Think about that. We lost the State House of Representatives, and Paul knows this, by 700 votes statewide. We lost the State Senate by 2,200 votes statewide. Had we had just a 1% increase in our base turnout in 2010, we'd still have control of those chambers, and we wouldn't see all these divisive constitutional amendments that the Republicans are pushing. The stakes are very high. I don't need to tell you guys that. But we can't make assumptions as we go out there. We can't say, well, our neighbor, who I know they always vote Democrat, and they're going to just vote again. We can't make that assumption. We need to talk to everyone. Make sure that they pledge to vote and that they're going to get out on November 6th and support our candidates top to bottom. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this Republican Party, though, before I leave and turn it over to the next speaker. This modern Republican Party that's been elected in 2010, they say one thing and do another. They have no credibility as far as I'm concerned. They speak out of both sides of their mouth. My old mentor, Paul Wellstone, used to say to me, and I'm sure you've heard this too, that you should not separate the lives you lead from the words you speak. Think about that. Do not separate the lives you lead from the words you speak. This Republican Party, who campaigned on lowering taxes and creating jobs, they've done neither of those things. This Republican Party who claims the mantle of fiscal responsibility, yet their party is $2 million in debt. They've created a $2 million budget shortfall up at the Capitol. Don't tell me about fiscal responsibility. This is the party that claims they're the party of moral authority and family values. They get up on the floor of the legislature last year. They talk about protecting the sanctity of marriage, how important it is to protect their marriages. Well, instead of worrying about two committed same-sex people marrying each other, they should be focused on their own marriages first. This is what's at stake, guys. This is a party that said they were going to have a laser focus on creating jobs. A laser focus. That's what they campaigned on. They haven't introduced one single jobs bill in the Minnesota legislature. They haven't introduced one single jobs bill out in Washington, and they continue to fight Governor Dayton and President Obama each and every step of the way. And why? It's not because these proposals are out of step. Many of these proposals to create jobs are proposals Republicans have supported in the past. The reason they don't support them is because President Obama's name or Governor Dayton's name are attached to them, and they don't want Democrats to score political points. That's wrong. When has it, how do we get to this point where an oath to a political party takes precedence and priority over the oath to the citizens that people serve. And that's where we've gotten. This is a party also that says that they were going to lower taxes, right? Create jobs. They haven't created any jobs. Let's remind people of that. They also said they were going to lower taxes. Yet what do? Because they cannot come up with an original idea of their own on how to solve the budget deficit, this structural budget deficit we have in this state, they kick the can down the road by borrowing almost $3 billion from our school districts, which are already cash-starved. Right? Not only that, they repeal the market value homestead credit, which means every property owner in this state is going to see their taxes raised this year. So let's not let the Republicans say one thing and do another and get away with it. When they say they're going to lower taxes, let's remind them they didn't lower taxes, they raised them. When they say they're going to create jobs, let's ask them, where's the jobs? This is what's at stake, and it's up to us as messengers for our party to get out there and remind voters of what's at stake this year and to call the Republicans on their lies. I thank you so much. We're going to have a great year. I know it. I feel the energy. I hope you guys feel the energy, and I hope you guys are pumped up and ready to go. Thank you so much.